Hi everyone! Welcome to today's video where we will be learning about equations of a circle. So first, what is the equation of a circle? So we already know that you have equations for a line. Can you remember what the equation for a line is? It's y equals mx plus c. In a similar way, we have equations for a circle. The equation for a circle is x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So if I wanted to label this circle, I would use the equation x squared plus y squared equals r squared. But note that this only applies to circles that have the center of the origin 0, 0. If the circle was up or down or left or right, this equation would not apply. This equation works due to Pythagoras. If we labeled x and y with a and b, we would get a squared plus b squared equals c squared, which is Pythagoras. So in the same way, it's x squared plus y squared equals r squared. Remember, r in this case is the radius because it is going from the center of the circle to the circumference. So let's now learn about the equation of a circle. Question 1. Find the radius of a circle with the equation x squared plus y squared equals 100. So we know that x squared plus y squared equals 1 equals r squared. And this is showing that r squared is equal to 100 because we can get the 100 from the question and substitute it for x squared plus y squared because they are equal. That means if we square root both sides, we get r equals 10. Therefore, the radius of this circle with the equation x squared plus y squared equals 100 is 10. Example 2. Pause the video here and try this one using the method we just learned. Find the radius of a circle with the equation x squared plus y squared equals 169. In the same way, we know that r squared is equal to 169, as this tells us. This is told in the question. Therefore, if we square root both sides, we get r equals 13. So therefore, the radius of this circle is 13. Pause the video here and try these questions. There's also a challenge if you finish quickly. Here are the answers. Mark your work and let me know how you did in the comment section below. Example 3. A circle has a center 0, 0 and a radius 3. What is the equation of the circle? So we can get our equation again, x squared plus y squared equals 3 equals r squared. Therefore, the radius is 3, so r squared is 9 because 3 squared is 9. Therefore, we have x squared plus y squared equals 9. And this is the answer for the equation of this circle. Pause the video here and try out this question in the similar way to the last one. A circle has a center 0, 0 and the radius 5. What is the equation of the circle? Well, we know the radius is 5. That means the radius squared is 5 squared, which is 25. Therefore, x squared plus y squared is equal to 25. And this is the answer. Note how we don't use center 0, 0, and instead we use this to inform us that the equation must be x squared plus y squared equals r squared, as this equation only applies for circles which have the center 0, 0. Example 5. The equation of a circle A is x squared plus y squared equals 25. Does the point 3, 4 lie on circle A? So this is called a substitution question. We need to substitute the values of x and y, 3 and 4 respectively, into the equation x squared plus y squared, and we have to see whether we get the answer r squared, which would be 25. So we have x squared plus y squared equals 25. We substitute the values in, so we get 3 squared plus 4 squared. 3 squared is 9 and 4 squared is 16, and this equals 25. That means the equation of the circle x squared plus y squared equals 25 is true for the point 3, 4, and it does lie on the circumference. Therefore, the answer is yes. Example 6. Pause the video here and try out this question. So we solve this one in a similar way. We can substitute the values 2, 8 into the equation. So we have x squared plus y squared equals 36. And we can sub the values and get 2 squared plus 8 squared. 2 squared is 4 and 8 squared is 64. If we add these together, we get 68. This is not 36 as is said in the question where it says x squared plus y squared equals 36. Therefore, the point 2, 8 does not lie on circle A. Circle Z, sorry. The point 2, 8 does not lie on circle Z. That should say Z over there. So the answer to this question is no. Basically, to do these sorts of questions, you have to substitute the values into the equation and see if it gives you the correct answer. If it doesn't give you the answer of the equation of the circle, that means the point does not lie on the circumference, and if it does, then the point does lie on the circumference. Here are a bunch of questions for you to try. They get harder as the color gets darker, so amber and red are harder than green. Have a go at them, and when you have finished all of them, the answers will be in the comment section, or if they're not, just comment down and I will reply as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something new. And make sure you like and subscribe, and see you next time.